Yeah, man, my name is Jimmy. I come from Jamaica, bro. We're gonna sing Mato Vu. Oh, 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 oh. Mato Vu, Ohalecha Yaakov. Bishkelotecha Yisrael. מה טובו עליך יעקב משכנותיך Yisrael. This comes from the portion of Balak. Bilam thinks he's gonna curse Israel, but really in the end his plan derails into nothing and it ends up blessing Israel. מה טובו עליך יעקב Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Bilam thinks he's bad. He's really good because he blessed Israel instead of putting them in a bad mood. He did not curse them. He did bless them. He blessed them with these words. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ohalecha Yaakov Mishkelotecha Israel. Yo, Bilam did not curse Israel. He ended up blessing them with the following words. Matavu Ohalecha Yaakov Mishkelotecha Israel. He talked to a donkey, beat it up. He beat it up. But the donkey still loved him a lot and told him a lot. But he ended up being bad. He never turned a new leaf. He ended up being a villain forever and ever and ever and ever. Matavu alecha Yaakov Amishkenotecha Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Matavu ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Everybody listen, gather around. Matavu ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Listen to those words. Read Hashem, the translation in English. They are good. Good words Bilam spoke, but he meant to curse Israel. He ended up blessing them instead. The donkey helped a lot, but he still ended up being bad. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Yisrael. Ma tovu alecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Israel. Ma tovu ohalecha Ma tovu ohalecha Yaakov Mishkenotecha Israel.
Well, shalom everyone and welcome. My name is Maury Jackson Edwards. It is my pleasure to welcome you on behalf of Avatami Ministries and Yeshivat Shuvu to our final broadcast of the Shabbat. It is Havdalah time, that's why I have the guitar in my hand, and it's always just a very sweet time to be able to spend with all of you. as we exit the Shabbat and we look forward even to the next Shabbat, and we look forward to the coming week that is coming upon us. And we also have a very special teaching by Rabbi Shapira that will be at the very end after Havdalah, and he's continuing in his series that he's done for the past couple of weeks. And it's an amazing series, and so we are really hyped about this, and we hope you are as well. Please hit the like and share, and get the word out about this broadcast and about Avatami in general, what we're doing globally, and the kingdom work. This is something that you are an integral part of, and that we are relying on your crucial support to be able to continue doing what we do, to continue publishing books, publishing videos in as many as 13 languages, and to be able to weekly publish these and be able to reach out and build highways from all over the world to Yerushalayim, up to Yerushalayim. And this is our goal, to be able to pave those pathways and to be able to make those pathways known to people who have no idea or maybe have never even heard of Messianic Judaism and of Mashiach Yeshua. And so this is something that you can be a part of. There's so many great ways to be able to support the global work. If you have a heart for the Latin community and for the Sephardim, a great place is Operation Torah Center, fundly.com/Torah Center. The link is there on your screen. You can donate toward this, as we are looking to open up the very first of its kind. Was going to be a lighthouse and a beacon to the entire Latin world, to the entire Sephardim world, in the Caribbean as well as South America, Central America, and even all the way to Spain. This is an amazing project, and so we do encourage you to be able to go there and to donate. Also, Operation Beit Shuvu, we had a bit of a setback, as if you've been watching for the last couple of weeks. It has been a rough time to be able to open Beit Shuvu in Harare, Zimbabwe. We are still short in funds, and so we've had to delay the grand opening. Originally it was supposed to be at the end of this month, the end of July. It's going to have to be delayed for some time, but we do encourage you all to support and to be able to hasten this day of the grand opening. It's in our hands. It's in your hands at this point. And so we do encourage you to go there. We also want to remind you, if you haven't heard, that Rabbi Shapira is writing the Jewish DNA of Romans 11. This is going to be an incredible book, and it's going to highlight and open lots of people's eyes to the Jewish background, not only of Romans 11, but of Rav Shaul and the entire book of Romans in general. It's going to be incredible. And if you've heard some of his updates, I think you're probably hyped for this, as we are. We want to let you know that the pre-sale on the book is going to be up in just a couple of days here on July the 4th. And so if you want to take advantage of the discounted price and the pre-sale price, you can go to romansdna.com. The link is there on your screen, and you can order, hopefully not one, but multiple, to be able to give to friends and family, and you'll be able to get them at this discounted rate, which is only going to be through the 4th of July through Independence Day. And so we do highly recommend you go there and pre-order. Let's go now into the Havdalah service. You can follow in Avat Olam Sidur in page number 87. We are singing Hine El Yeshuati, Behold, God is my salvation. Hine El Yeshuati, ולא אבחר, כי עוזי בזימת יעקוני, מה יהי לי ישועה, ושבתם מים וששון, עמדי הישוע Adonai Yeshua Al Amecha B'chatech Selah Adonai Tzevaot Imach lanu Elohei HaKosela Adonai Tzebaot Ashrei Adam Boteach Adonai Hoshia Melech Yamin Yom Koenu La Yehudi Hayata V'simcha V'sason B'ikha Kinti Elanu Nos Yeshuot Ezau Hashem Adonai Echad Zavrim Elanan Lai Lai La 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 Lai La 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 Lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagefem borei pri hagefem lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei v'samim borei minei v'samim lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai lai la lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei me'orei ha'esh borei me'orei ha'esh lai lai la 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 lai 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 la 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 lai 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המבדיל בין קודש לחול המבדיל בין קודש לחול בין אור לחושך בין אור לחושך בין ישראל לעמים בין יום השביעי לששת ימי המעשה Baruch atah Adonai Hamavdil ben kodesh lechol L'chaim and Shavuot Tov, everyone. And we're singing Shavuot Tov as well as Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu, of course, right behind Eliyahu at the door at Pesach. We expect Mashiach ben David, Yeshua ben David. Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua Tov. Eliyahu of you, Shavua Tov. Let's go now to Rabbi Shapira, who has a very special teaching for us this evening. Shavua Tov from myself and my whole family, and we'll see you really soon.
Shalom, friends, and welcome to Emet Me'eretz Titzmach. This is our series that is taking us from now all the way to Rosh Hashanah. We do this right here as the sun is setting and Shabbat is coming to an end. I hope you're blessed by those very simple shiurim to strengthen your faith against the anti-missionaries as we look at specific objections that the anti-missionaries present about our Messiah. One of the main objections that I continuously hear again and again has to do with the following type of argumentation. God does not allow human sacrifice, as the Torah clearly states. Therefore, Yeshua death on the cross, Yeshua human sacrifice cannot be atoned for anybody's sin, and therefore his death mean absolutely nothing. I want to answer this objection today in Emet Me'eretz Titzmach straight from this next week that is coming. We're about to enter here the next 2 weeks to Parashat Sefer Dvarim. We read Moses' personal account, and in these Torah portions that we're seeing, Moses is actually saying the exact opposite of what the Torah is saying, friends. And this is very important, and I want you to pay attention to this. In Parashat Va'etchanan, Moshe Rabbeinu is not allowed to enter into the promised land. And God is telling him that he's not going to enter to the land. The question is, why was Moshe not able to enter to the land? Think about it. A person who is a tzaddik on such a level, on such a darga, and yet he is not allowed to enter to the land. It's almost as he's been cut off, and he set outside the camp of Israel. The scripture tells us that the Mashiach is like the red heifer. The red heifer had to be taken outside the camp. And in the book of Hebrews, it says, "Come, let us go outside the camp." Okay? And because he's outside the camp, and Shaul make those type of references to him. But is this concept truly hold ground? So we have to make a distinction, and this is very important. Torah does not allow human sacrifice. Absolutely not. But the greatest virtue in Judaism that a person can possess is what it's called Mesirut Nefesh. Mesirut Nefesh. The word Mesirah is to give. Nefesh is the soul. One who is willing to give his life freely is considered the highest virtue in Judaism. From that, Chazal derived this concept that go like that: mitat tzadikim mechaperet. The death of the righteous atone. The higher the tzaddik is, the higher the righteous person it is, he can atone even for his generation. So therefore, kal v'chomer, if the tzaddik is on the highest of levels, think about it for a second, he can even atone for entire generation and an entire nation and so forth. Now I want to take you straight to the text, to the pshat, so you don't see it just in rabbinic language, okay, like in Moed Katan, for example. We see it in so many places. I encourage you to look at all of the references in the Return of the Kosher Pig, when I've spoken about those type of references where Israel receive atonement from the tzaddik, and this tzaddik is suffering from Israel to the point of even his death, because the fact he is doing it willingly, okay? And here in the Torah portion that we're going to get to in a couple of weeks, we're seeing something very interesting. Moshe Rabbeinu wants to enter to the land. He's standing outside the land. And then in chapter 3, 26, we're seeing one of the most shocking statements that has been made here in the Torah, actually. Listen to what Moshe says. He says, Va'itaber Adonai bi lema'anchem velo shama elai. In your Bible, it says, God become wrathful about me because of your sin. But that's not the word it says in Hebrew. The word in Hebrew that is used here is the word va'itaber. Again, Adonai bi lema'anchem. Let's break it down for a moment. Va'itaber. It's come from the Hebrew word avera. Avera is a transgression, a sin, a crime. I let you to choose any words that you want. But God says, Va'itaber bi. Bi is a first person. God took an offense, crime, transgression that is found in somebody else, and he put it in me. This is absolutely shocking, friends. Absolutely stunning. Anti-missionaries tell us nobody can suffer for somebody else's sin, but Torah itself saying the exact opposite. The pshat, I'm not even talking about midrashim, the countless and hundreds of midrashim. And I challenge any anti-missionary to tell me otherwise. I'm challenging whoever it is. This is Judaism. Mitat tzadikim mechaperet. And you see it in Judaism. When a person go to the tzaddik sometime, if you ever been in Tiberias, we go to the tzaddik, we go to the grave of the tzaddikim, and we lay hands and we say, through the merit of the tzaddik, through the merit of Arizal, through the merit of Maimonides, may their merit protect us, heal us, save us, redeem us. We see it in everything in Judaism. And where does it stem from? It stems from the Torah portion here, brothers and sisters. It says, Va'itaber Adonai bi lema'anchem. God took all the sins, all the offenses, all the transgressions, and he put it in me for your sake, for your sake. And this is important, this word here, in this, it doesn't say lema'ani, but lema'anchem. It's plural. There's no other way to interpret it, brothers and sisters. He took the sins of Israel and they put it on one individual. His name is Moshe. You know, if you take the term Moshe Chai, it's equivalent to 363. Moses is alive. Just the same as the term HaMashiach, the Messiah. This is absolutely amazing. Moshe is a picture of the Messiah, of what he is going to be doing. That's why Moses is the parallel of Mashiach. Midrash Exodus Rabbah says Moshe is the first Messiah and Moses is the last Messiah, meaning that the one who will come after Moses will parallel Moses. Well, Moses he died outside the camp of Israel. He was not allowed to enter to the land. The same is the story of Mashiach. I want you to see the parallel and understand the mistake and the deception by the anti-missionaries. The idea of a tzaddik who can suffer for the sins of the world behold the Lamb of God coming, and he's coming to take away the sins of the world because he's suffering for the world, mean that he is the greatest tzaddik. There couldn't be any greater tzaddik. To the point it says, take this, that this tzaddik transcends across time and space and can atone for the sin of all of Israel from the garden across time. So do we have tzaddikim today in Israel? Yes, we do. Can they atone? Yeah, they can atone for a generation, for a small group. But there's only one tzaddik that can atone for all of sins, for all humanity. And it is Mashiach himself. And that friend, Mesirut Nefesh, giving his soul, is the ultimate foundation of Torah. Put your trust in the second Moses, who stayed outside the camp of Israel for your benefit, so that you can come in. This is this week, Emet Me'eretz Titzmach. Shalom, everybody. Shalom, friends. My name is Rabbi Shapira. I am the author of the new book, The Jewish DNA of Romans 11. I would like to tell you about a bonus chapter that's been added to the book that I want you to pay attention to. It's called in Hebrew, well, that's what I call it in the book, the forbidden chapter. The forbidden chapter that we have to look at in context of understanding Romans chapter 11 is Acts chapter 15. Now, I know that many of you have read Acts chapter 15, and you understand the machloket that appear to be taken in Acts 15 as opposed to the Gentiles. What we're going to do is we're going to try to look at Acts 15 from Jewish perspective. Judaism, I have a lot to say. And when I speak about Judaism, I talk about normative Judaism, about the ruling that took place in Acts 15. And we're going to bring you multiple commentators, Jewish commentators on Acts 15. This has been never done before. In order to understand Romans 11, we have to understand this thing that took place in Acts 15, the ruling. What does that actually mean? And also understand the implication for us today. So we're going to decode. This is a big surprise. I've decided to decode Acts 15 for you, and then we're going to put it into the puzzle of Romans 11. There's a really bad notion that somehow Shaul and the other Shlichim were really in big odds to one another, and that Shaul was against Yaakov and the other brothers in Yerushalayim. And I want to look at that maybe in a different angle with you, and look at some of the commentators that live in the 18th, 19th century who love Yeshua, real Jewish scholars, and bring some of this forward with you. So this is an amazing chapter that we are going to put together for you. We're going to look at Acts 15, friends, and then we're going to jump to the verse by verse on Romans chapter 11. Friends, this book is necessary for those days, so please make sure that you get it into your hands. RomansDNA.com. We're going to decode Acts 15 as the forbidden chapter, and from there we're going to go into Romans 11, all in one volume. God bless you.
Yeah, man, my name is Jimmy. I come from Jamaica, bro. Gonna sing Mato Vu. Oh, 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 Mato Vu. Oh, Alecha, Yaakov. בשבילותיך ישראל, מה טובו אוהליך יעקב, משכנותיך ישראל. This comes from the portion of Balak. Bilam thinks he's gonna curse Israel, but really in the end his His plan derails into nothing and it ends up blessing Israel. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Bilam thinks he's bad. He's really good because he blessed Israel instead of putting them in a bad mood. He did not curse them. He did bless them. He blessed them with these words. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel. Yo, Bilam did not curse Israel. He ended up blessing them with the following words. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel. He talked to a donkey, beat it up. He beat it up. But the donkey still loved him a lot and told him a lot. But he ended up being bad. He never turned a new leaf. He ended up being a villain forever and ever and ever and ever. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Everybody listen, gather around. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel. Listen to those words. Read Hashem, the translation in English. They are good. Good words Bilam spoke, but he meant to curse Israel. He ended up blessing them instead. The donkey helped a lot, but he still ended up being bad. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Yisrael. Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel. Matavu alecha Matavu alecha Yaakov, Mishkanotecha Israel.